Joining us now is political analyst Jim Warren, executive editor of NewsGuard, which rates the credibility of news and information sites. Jim, good morning.
Good morning, Larry. A lot quieter up here than in the West Graceland neighborhood than River North, apparently.
Yeah. Let me ask you about these websites. How difficult is it to determine that the website you're on with this information is on the fringe versus a mainstream website?
Well, it can be difficult. I mean, Larry and Robin, we've analyzed about 6,700 websites in the U.S. and Europe and found that 519 publish clearly erroneous health information. Why is that important? It's important because the sites that we look at, all of us look at, you, me, the guys you work with, that account for about 97% of online engagement every day, include 7% of them with health information. So just imagine like going to Jewel or Walgreens or Costco and knowing that 7% of the products are either faulty or in the case of foods and cosmetics may actually be poisonous. That's the situation we face with misinformation.
So what are some of the top vaccine myths out there that you're finding? Well,
Larry sort of pointed them out very succinctly. I think number one is that it can alter your DNA. Number two, that if you're a woman, it can make you infertile. And number three is that the vaccines will somehow create new, onerous, horrible, painful variants of the current virus. That is all absolutely untrue.
I would imagine there are a bunch of websites that we've never heard of, but are there some that we see from time to time that we might be familiar with that are the worst offenders?
Larry, you guys are political junkies like I am. The ones that you know for politics like Infowars.com, but it also has got a ton of bad health information. Then there's one, a favorite one of mine, is Mercola.com. Joseph Mercola is an osteopath from Chicago, started a private practice in Schaumburg, now is in Coral Gables, Florida. And the New York Times labels him perhaps the #1 peddler of COVID misinformation. A lot of folks look at his. And then there are those, Larry and Robin, that sound exactly like some of our favorite reputable websites, you know, like the WashingtonPost.com, WashingtonPosted.com, or USNews.com, a U.S. News and World Report, but it's called USSAnews.com.
Okay.
They get very big amounts of traffic because people are confused.
I see. And what is it about the Kennedy angle that you talk about?
Well, there's something called the Children's Health Defense, which is a seemingly benign nonprofit run by Robert Kennedy Jr., son of the late senator and presidential candidate who was assassinated. Robert Kennedy Jr. has become a real proselytizer, real advocate against vaccines, and he's also a big supporter of various conspiracy theories about the health perils of 5G technology. Why this is important, guys, is in the last 90 days, according to our work, in the last 90 days, this site that you may not have heard of, his site, has gotten more traffic than the combined traffic of the sites of the federal CDC and the National Institutes of Health. That's the basic problem here. And I mean, we're one tool. You can find out about us at NewsGuardTech.com. But the challenge is, particularly for parents out there, health misinformation, general misinformation, is drowning out the good information. So what do you do if you're a parent? Well, I think you look to tools like us, and you look to tools that you may find in the school system, because there is a difference between Infowars.com and the WGN website.
You're darn right.
In a world in which TikTok is increasingly even elbowing out Facebook as a source of information for kids like mine, we've got to hope that over time we can differentiate some of the differences between good and bad information.
Jim Warren, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jim.